Last night while we were asleep. And preface it with, we didn't put our flaps up. The flaps just laid down because we thought it'd be a little warmer in the tent.
So last night the wind was blowing, and like Andrew said, we did put the flaps up, and they sounded exactly like somebody walking around out here.
It sounded like somebody walking in gravel, like
so
perfectly.
I'm constantly on edge, wondering, is that the tent really? Or is somebody really sneaking around?
How many times did you get down and check?
2 or 3 before I finally was like, well,
okay, it's just the tent.
If they're gonna get me, they're gonna get me. So I had just fell asleep, and Lucy wakes up, Daddy, 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 and like a real panic tone wakes me up, and
wakes me up.
I'm immediately just trying to find my pistol and a light, and she's like, I was like, what? She's like, hold this flap. One of the plastic flaps, apparently. I don't know what it was even doing. She's like, hold this flap up.
It was the light bar. It was hanging on top of the zipper. I don't know.
And I was like, what? She's like, hold this flap. And then she just laid down and went back to sleep. And my heart's just like, you know, I'm thinking somebody's coming in the tent. It's Lucy just being extra saying, hold this flap.
I don't know if she was awake during the event, honestly. She's saying I just heard her. I was not. She's saying she was not awake. And then, I don't know if you know this, you were breathing. I know that I snore.
I breathe silently.
So, I know that I snore. I know that. I know that you don't really snore very much. So.
I don't snore at all.
Well, you do breathe. So.
Well, of course I breathe.
Well, I'm just prefacing that. So last night, I could hear you go, just like a little, wasn't even enough to call a snore. And Lucy, stop it, stop. Like every time you breathe, I was like, I nudged her and she's like, Judith over there snoring so loud and I can't sleep. And I was like, baby, number 1, that's not that bad. I was like, and number 2, that's your dad. And she was like, she didn't say anything else, and I guess she went. Now, I don't know if she was awake for that. I don't know if she just like sleep torments him too, like she does when she's awake.
Probably
I
so.
don't know, but I thought that was funny. Stop it! Stop breathing.
Left, and I gotta.
The last rust on termite. That's like that's a solid hole.
We're gonna build rock sliders, so.
Yeah. Oh, that's that's cut out completely too.
I know it's bad. You don't have to just keep poking. I know.
It's full of mud.
That's the last rust on termite is right there on the rocker. And I haven't decided fully yet what we're doing with rock sliders, so I'm waiting for that.
We don't have a fire.
Everything's soaking wet.
Everything is wet, so this is our heat source, right? You can't even tell it's, oh yeah, I guess you can. You can't tell it's on, but That's warm right there. So.
It's mid to end of April and 48 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
Which is freezing for us.
That is very cold, yeah. For us.
But we'll survive.
Everything's ready to close. Oh yeah, it's wet up here. Make it throw his hands up.
It's crazy.
They're always like, I come in peace. We know the truth. You do not come in peace. So Dad, tell them what we had for breakfast.
Coffee.
Chips.
She had some Pringles and Cheetos. Judah had the bag of little bites.
We brought 2 cans of gas. We used one can doing supper and coffee because it wasn't a full tank.
Mm-mm.
But we had another one that was full, but the O-ring on the inside had
Disintegrated.
kind of pulled
It popped.
out and twisted, and we couldn't get it to seal. So we had no way to, and all the wood is soaking wet.
So we can't start a fire.
So we are breakfastless this morning, which means for probably a very stupid lunch, we were going to eat just about anything.
Mm-hmm. Crocs and socks. Oh my gosh.
doing a lot of work. A lot of it's still cleanup from hurricanes last year. But they're doing a lot of work on these beaches, cleaning them up. They got them looking really nice. Trainer. And so we just kind of took a little walk. It's kind of cold out here, which is odd for almost the end of April in Mississippi, but we're about to go eat some seafood. So let's do it.
Come on. Got a full belly?
Full belly, gumbo, and shrimp po' boy.
I had a smoked tuna sandwich. It was fantastic.
Now I just gotta try to stay awake.
Just don't get that itis on the way
The
home.
itis on the way home.
Did you read the last text I sent you?
Text you back?
Read it. Read the last one I sent you.
What?
I'm trying to get nice video of them sitting there quietly working, and literally every time I pan over to you, you got your finger knuckle deep in your nose.